So what I thought I would do today is show you the most efficient ways to get into Animoto, and then we'll show you quickly how to use Animoto. And it doesn't take very long to learn this program because it is so intuitive and so easy. And then we'll show you how to share those images. And we're also going to show you how to trick it out a little bit so that you can get something even better than what Animoto says you can get. So I'm going to choose all these images, and the first and the most simple way, and this is kind of the way for all you people out there that have no, you're not using Lightroom, you're using Bridge, you're using some other program, and you don't have some direct conduit into Animoto. We're going to show you just to export these images. So I'm going to go to the export dialog box inside of Lightroom, and I'm going to choose a preset that I've already preset for an Animoto 1920 by 1080. So when I choose that, it's actually going to set up the exact file size. You can see that I've got 1920 by 1080, so the width is the 1980, or 1920, I always get that switched. Anyway, 1920 width, 1080 height. That's the size of your video. And it needs to be 72 pixels. So once you've done that, and I hit, and notice that I've got the quality at 100%. Don't be sending like 90 or 80% quality images. You want the absolute best quality at the right size. Okay, so I'm going to hit export. First, I'm going to put these into a folder on my desktop. We'll just call them Animoto photos, and then we'll call it kids. And I'm going to hit export. So we export our files to our desktop or to whatever folder, and then we're going to upload those into Animoto. The other way to get those images to Animoto is simply you're in the same place. You've chosen the same kid images, but because you're in Lightroom, I don't need to go through that extra step of sending images to my desktop, then going to Animoto and opening up a slideshow and then pushing them in there. That to me is a lot of work. I know that doesn't seem like a lot of work, right? But it is. That's a lot of work. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to hit the export dialog box again, and this time I'm just going to go up to the export to area, and because I've installed the Animoto plugin, I just click on Animoto and there's all my choices. There are none. All I have to do is hit export, and it's going to do the same thing that I was doing. It's exporting to some random place on my computer, then it's uploading them to Animoto, and then it says, oh, guess what? It's all ready to go. So I hit OK, and it opens up what? Wait for it. Which style do I want to put on my Animoto slideshow? That's so much more fun to me. Okay, so, but that can even be a little too troublesome for me. So we're going to go another way too. So let's say that I want to work here in Seattle, but all my images are back at home in Phoenix. How do I build an Animoto slideshow from here when my images happen to be in Phoenix? It's very simple. In Lightroom, we have what's called a shared collection, or a collection that is mobile. So mobile collections are specifically set up for those who are using the Creative Cloud. So if you're on the Creative Cloud, you have Lightroom, but you also have Lightroom Mobile on your, on your phone or on your iPad or whatever mobile device. But you also have all those images available to you in the cloud. Once you've shared them to the cloud, they are available for use. Now, let me show you what happens. This is the wedding we're going to look at today. If I'm working on a wedding, I have put them into a collection the same way that I showed you before, but I did one extra thing. You can see right here, there's a little icon that looks kind of like a sideways lightning bolt. If you click that, it becomes a mobile collection. It immediately sends those images to the cloud. So it will be inside of Lightroom Mobile's cloud, and it will be available to you everywhere on all your devices and also in the web itself. I have all these collections available right here. These are all raw images from home that are available to me anywhere. But the beauty of Animoto then is that if I go to here and hit create, and I choose, let's choose the classic style, when I'm in here and I'm ready to create my video, it's going to ask me where I want to get those images. And I can get those images from a lot of different places, like we've seen, but one of them is Lightroom. And if I click on Lightroom, guess where it's going? To my raw images on the cloud that I've just been working on. So Animoto is literally taking those raw images and creating the JPEGs necessary from those raw images to spit out a slideshow.